Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. Sorry, that must have been a really long wait for it to start. It seemed it was taking forever on the iPad. It's saying it started 12 seconds ago, but not on my iPad. Anyway, we are here back for... They left me. They abandoned me. They went off and raced in another league, ladies and gentlemen. I have abandonment issues. We're here with the Ultimate Racing League's GRSC Season 3, League 4. It's round 8. We left them at round 6. And then they all went off to race in League 3. So if you want to know what happened in round 7's juicy, fruity action, you're going to have to catch up with Frowny's stream. And he's out there. Check him out. He's a great streamer of the races, whatever we do. I don't know what we call this, broadcast comms, whatever it is we do. He does it extremely well. So if you want to see how these guys got on in round 7, you're just going to have to go and find it elsewhere, because they didn't want me. They went to League 3, played with those instead. I bet Frowny, I bet they preferred Frowny as well. I bet they enjoyed his commentary. I bet they thought, oh, I can't wait to move up a league to get to Frowny's comms. Yeah, well, we'll see. So, it's round 8. We're at Bathurst, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a long one. That's what she said. It's 22 laps. Around about 50 minutes we are going to be cracking on for, and they have to use all 3 race compounds, and they have to use them for a minimum of 3 laps. That usually means they're going to be on the hard tyre for 3 laps, and then it's mediums and softs all the way. Right, this championship table, ladies and gentlemen, it is as hot as hell. Shall we have a look? We have our resident United States of the America Apache Indian Freak the Twitch Method. He twitches. Check him out. It's Method, ladies and gentlemen. He's at the top of the table. He's on 190 points. But it's not plain sailing, ladies and gentlemen, because in second place is Brian Moncani on 188 points. Only 2 points behind, and it's all to play for with a couple of rounds left in the season. Mika sitting royally high in promotion places for to League 3 on 175 points, just ahead of St. Ubs in 4th with 172 points. Then we have Matty Alder is 5th on 164 points, and Souness is in 6th with 149 points. We have the legend and the GS Myth gets smurfed in 7th on 128 points, joint with our man Mini in 8th on 128 points. Then we have a Double A Gone on 120 points in 9th. Has he bought a PlayStation yet? No, he's gone on Hollybobs to Canada. What? So 10th, we've got YT on 47 points. Eric of Canada in 11th on 32 points. Toten in 12th on 24 points. And Panda in 13th. And they're on 12 points. They are our fallen. From 9th down to 13th, they are the fallens. They fell, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a moment to think of those that fell in the line of battle. They tried, ladies and gentlemen, but they were taken down in their prime. There's a grid. Let's go and have a look at it. They qualified. Let's see who we have in attendance today for this glorious race here at Bathurst. Good day, sport. Timey Kangaroo down. Give me a bit of Rolf Harris, eh? Reet. It's the St. Ubs, ladies and gentlemen, has put it on the pole position. Stubbs coming in with a mission, ladies and gentlemen. He has one agenda, and that agenda is to take the win. He's not far off, you know. He's not far. 4th in the championship. He's got everything to play for here today. And grabbing pole position around the mountain is a feat in itself. He'll be starting on the Racing soft tyres. What is this? It's a Haribo lockout here on the front row. It's sweet-tastic. And it's our man Brian Moncani in second place. And second on the grid, second in the championship, and ahead of the Apache. So Monkey getting himself all revved up and ready to go. Not only for promotion, but maybe for the whole blooming lot. In third spot, we have Matty Alder. It's not even the freak yet. It's not Method yet. It's Matty Alder. All of these positions keeping our championship leader from the front of the pack. Matty Alder, though, great qualifying. He also, ladies and gentlemen, is starting on the Racing soft tyres. So the top three have all opted to go with the Racing. So I really like those tyres. I mean, the hubs. Okie dokie. Whoa, my woes and woes. Ladies and gentlemen, in fourth, it is a Mika, race winner from a couple of rounds ago. Can he emulate that? Mika on the hard tyre around the mountain, doing an absolutely tremendous job in the... what are they in? They're in the Hyundais, isn't they? Genesis? Oh, I can't remember. There we have championship leader in fifth on the grid, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be starting on the Racing hard tyres. Now then, how will Method go on forward from this point? Is he just going to play safe? Is he going to go risque, go for those moves? Or is he just going to try and pick up the points and try and hope to just score or enough close to Brian Moncani to stay ahead of him for the rest of the season? But Brian Moncani starting in second place, remember, is a chasm ahead of our championship leader at the moment. So Method, he's got to dig deep. Hope he's got a plan. YT, ladies and gentlemen, in the Vodafone. I guess it's a McLaren team style thing. Anyway, he's sitting in sixth. He's also starting on those Racing hard tyres. And I tell you what, 3 laps is the minimum they could do on those hard tyres. And getting around this track, 3 laps on those hard tyres, it's going to be absolutely wacky, because up at the other end of the track up there somewhere, miles away, but it gets very SES and wiggly, and there's walls everywhere. GS Smith, ladies and gentlemen, in the house, it's Get Smurf, sitting in 7th place on the Racing hard tyres and eager to go. And lightweights, the rest of you are lightweights. What are wrong with you? Get yourselves together. Have a word. Wobble your heads. Sunday evenings, you've got one thing to do. Turn up to the URL GRSC and have fun. It's all you need to do. Where are you all? Come on. I want letters from your parents explaining why you were absent, please. Okay, then we've got 7, ladies and gentlemen, going racing around the mountain. It's crazy. Let's do this. So it's a rolling start, ladies and gents, as we head around to the start straight, and the ST UBS is ready to go. And here we go then. Brian Moncani, his teammates, so can they race hard? They should. I mean, really, in reality, you'd think that the Haribo team would be asking the Stubbs to let our man Monk by, but we will see. And Matty Alder, he's got no money in the game. It doesn't matter for him. He can throw it into those spaces. He's not worried about a championship. He's here for fun and frolics. And he's heading up the hill now in the tow of the Monk, trying to get a little bit of something, but the grips, the tyres still not quite warmed up, the grip not there. The hard runners, Mika ahead of Method at the moment, no movement here. YT in 6th as well on those hard tyres ahead of Get Smurfed. On also the hard tyres, Stu BS is on the move. He's trying to pull a gap out from the Monk, and he's doing it well. He is doing the job awesomely at the moment, pulling out a bit of a lead before we say goodbye to the Racing Soft tyres. And I'm sure around the mountain they are not going to last forever. Into the tricky part of the track then, as he tries to decrease the speed of the Genesis X, whatever it is, Genesis, I can't remember, I should have looked before. Hyundai. And yeah, beautiful stuff then from Stubbs, well navigated as the Brian Moncani chasing down onto the long straight, Conrad State with Mika in chase. Oh my word, who Matty, oh Matty, my dear. Oh, the car just decided it didn't want to go around that corner. Obviously, the sat-nav broke and it turned the wrong way. So Matty then finding himself with a small bit of damage and down the back of the grid. GS Smith goes for a move on YT in the carnage of the crash, and now Get Smurfed is up and into 5th place as Method 4th, still hunting down Mika. Then we've got Brian Moncani trying to hunt down the St. Ubs, but he is on another level. Whoa, Brian getting a wobble over the top of the hill. He claims the car back, and she nearly ran away with it. But the Stubbs then talking about running away with it. Stu BS not taking any bull S. He is on the move. He is on the mic. He's on the line, ladies and gentlemen. He is not playing. And ooh, inches these people are driving, real millimeters even. Mika then finding himself up to 3rd on those hard tyres, being chased by the Twitcher Method, and Method there getting a small tow as Mika trying as he might break that tow, but it's probably just slowing him down more than anything else, and using his tyres up, but they're on the hard tyre, so he's got tyres to use. And we're on lap 2, and Mika losing all grip in the corner, and the Method comes away. Where is he? He's already gone. I apologise, I missed the actual take. So Method then slips it up the inside of Mika as Mika finds a meeting with Barry R. YT is up to 5th with Matty Alden now getting the move done on the Murph and the Miff, and gets smurfed. And falls back to 7th as Matty Alder then on those soft tyres, remember, on the hunt for Hyundai's. YT in 5th place with Mika after his brush with the barrier. He's being reckless now. Mika pushing to the very edge. We're seeing the German, the tactical genius, the precision driving, the perfection that we find from German drivers that's getting thrown out of the walls. And now we're seeing Mika drive with passion, ladies and gentlemen. The man is driving with heart. He is throwing it all in there. He's hunting himself down. The Apache Method has got pressure coming his way. Brian Moncani at the moment just keeping pace with Stu BS. Stu BS leading like a champion would. And Brian Moncani knows he's raced a few races as our boy Brian, and he knows how these things go. Best just keep pace, keep those tyres tidy. Keep the tyres tidy, keep the car neat. Oh, we got something going on here. We're going to flip back because Method is under pressure. Under pressure at the moment from the German. The German going for the outside line, going for a late break. No grip, but Mika makes it past. And into the corner. Can he slow it down this time? And he does. Unbelievable driving from the Mika there. Ladies and gentlemen, be upstanding. I applaud. A beautiful move done at just the perfect time, and there goes Mika then, after his small mistake, has reclaimed the position back again from the Method, but they do have lost a lot of time they just have lost a lot of time to these two leaders. These two leaders, remember, they've got to use these soft tyres. The soft tyres are going to go off. They've also got to use the mediums, and they've got to use the hards for 3 laps. Mika and Method at the moment are on their 3rd lap of the hard tyre, but all the time they're losing on this hard tyre to Brian Moncani is loss later in the race. So, with Mika and Method not falling over each other, but Mika having a bit of a brush with the barrier and coming back at the Method, that means they've lost more time than they wanted to the soft runners, who are there trying to bank time at the moment. This is their mission. Stubbs and Brian Moncani, they know the tyres cannot last forever, although lap 3, they are barely torn, aren't they? They're doing very well. Mika then on the hards, back up to 3rd. Method chasing him down, and maybe Method driving with his fuel in mind. I don't know what strategies are being implemented, but Method, we know, is a very fast driver, and he would normally take that race to Mika, but at the moment I think he is driving on a delta. I think he's looking after tyres, fuel, something. The Myth is up to 5th now. YT in 6th, and Matti Alder has pitted. No, he isn't. He's still on softs. He's dropped back even further, has he not? He got ahead of one of those guys. So Matti Alder is not having the best day he's had at the office so far this season. And this one is looking like he is having a slight nightmare at the moment. Stu BS at the moment leads this race with the Monk chasing him down. Mika in 3rd, pulling away from the Method. But it's all about strategy later on. Nifty in the chat saying, "Good afternoon, Big Yin. I thought you'd be watching the Grand Prix. Now you've made me split screen my telly." No, don't watch me. No, I'm going to watch it on the re-record. I reckon there's going to be a few safety cars. I think there might be, there's going to be some crashes and some bangs. So I'm going to watch it on later so I can fast forward the boring safety car bits. I was there for Spa when it was 5 hours. Never again. Never again. So there we go. YT's coming in now to get rid of those hard tyres. He's done his stint on them, but it looks like the other guys are carrying on with them. Method, Mika, and the Myth is running on those hard tyres. Matti Alder. I'm for the guys anyway. Yeah. No, it's not because I'm going to watch it later. I'm the channel. I'm the people that I'm for the people who can't watch it live. They have to wait for Channel 4. I'm here for them. I'm giving them something to watch until Channel 4 puts it on. Stu BS at the moment leads this race, and he leads it handsomely, ladies and gentlemen. He's absolutely stonking. He is flying at the moment. Lap 4 of 22, and Brian Moncani is a 2:15.7 for the Monk last time around. 15.3 from the Stu BS. He is playing. He's playing on a different level, ladies and gentlemen, is Stubbs at the moment. Brian the Moncani in 2nd. Mika is in 3rd spot. Hunting day for Mika today, and he is hunting a podium. A Method keeping track now. Method's not, it's an 18.4 from Mika. Method a 19.6 with the Myth and the legend that he is up to 5th. And Matti Alder, he's all over this shop, isn't he? He's up and ahead of YT now, but YT pitted, that's it. Yes, we saw YT pitted for some soft tyres. He has ticked his hard compound box, and now he is on to his soft run. He's got to make some time up here as Matti Alder on his soft run concurrently. Yeah, Nifty says, haha, like Robin Hood. That's it, I give to those. It's not even poor. I mean, Sky is such a rip-off. I am shocked. I hate paying it, but I like F1. But man alive, is such a rip-off. Oh, no! Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a miscommunication. It's not even really an accident as such, as it just seems like Matty thought he'd cleared the man, the myth, the legend, comes over, but no, not quite. And that, oh my word, is just really unfortunate. And unfortunate for the Myth as well, because he was running his race and now he's waiting because he was involved in the accident. Mika and Method are taking this moment to make their pit stops, get rid of the hard tyres, and this has been a stinger for the Myth, which I don't really think he was at fault for that, my friend. Oh no, poor Get Smurf. That's I couldn't even proportion blame with that. Well, Matty did move over. He should have kept an eye on his radar. There wasn't room. Sorry, Matty, man. Oh no, poor Myth. Oh no. Stubbs still out there on his racing soft tyres though. He's not messing about with the Monk in. I mean, I'm no steward. I'm just a comms. I just call it. I don't know, but it just didn't. Matty Alder there in third with Mika in fourth, and Method there is in fifth. Now these two. Oh, Mika's gone for the medium tyre. Method's gone for the soft tyre. Matty Alder is back up in the running on those soft tyres after a small off. Nifty says, ring them and threaten to close your account. Get the full package for 40 quid. Job done. You're joking. Don't say that. I'm still... No, because they've told me I'm on some... I tried something. Look, I don't want to get sidetracked. I tried something once, but apparently I'm still paying the extra £10 for HD, which got me F1 for free. So apparently I'm on the cheapest package, but it's 56 quid a month. So I can't see how it's the cheapest package. But yeah, apparently I'm on such an old package still. It is in the olden days when F1 was first launched, you had to pay an extra £10 for the HD, and you got F1 for free with it. So I don't have Sky Sports, I just have F1 and nothing else, and all the basic package. But it's still 56 quid a month, which seems ridiculous. I only watch YouTube nowadays as well, and that's free. Even BBC charged me something like £13-14 a month. Oh, don't get me started. God almighty. Let's have a look at this race. So the shows. I'm free, and I promise you, the minute an advert pops up on my channel, I haven't turned it off yet because it'll be like, it'll never happen, so it doesn't matter. But for some weird, freaky reason that an advert ever pops up, I'll turn it off. I'll promise you. I'm not going to have advert. You won't get. You won't get adverts. I'll turn it off if it ever happens. I haven't turned it off just because I'd like to see it happen. Obviously, just for the schnizzles and the giggles. But as soon as it happened, I'd turn it off. It's not... It's free. It's always going to be free. Thingy will always be free. I don't cost much. Nifty say, yeah, they keep trying. We stuck to our guns, came to 4 days before the account closed, and they called us and offered us the lot for 40 quid. Oh, maybe I'll grow one. Grow a pair, at least one. Stubbs at the moment leads this race with the Monk on chase. 2:16.1 from the Monk last time around. Stubbs 2:15.1. He is absolutely, that's a 1 second faster than the Monk at the moment. And the tyres and fuel, it's not much between the two of them. Matty Alder continuing on those soft tyres. They can go deep, lady. And Mika there, he's gone to the mediums. And Method on the softs has not yet quite caught up with the Mika. Mika having a tremendous race on slower tyres. It has to be said. It's going to be one of them, winner. His race is going to fall to pieces when he puts the softs on, because he's just not going to be able to drive with that much grip. Nifty saying, God bless the YouTube algorithm. One of mine must have accidentally got put something. It just got ridiculous views in one hit, and I was just like, what? So something must have got put somewhere that a few people saw. Not that I care. I don't care. I do it for the people who are racing. I'm not fussed. I find the whole thing ridiculous and funny at the same time. StuBS then leads the way with Brian Moncani in second. Matty Alder is in third with Mika fourth. Method in fifth. Method hunting down Mika, isn't he? He really is. He's got his tomahawk out. He knows. He's going to be swinging for scalp soon. YT in sixth with the legend himself pitting and putting those medium tyres on after a small moment with Matty Alder, where really, I mean, I do not proportion blame, but there definitely was no blame on the Myth, I think. There's nothing he could have done. Stubbs is on. Let's get on board because Stubbs is flying, isn't he? He's flying, and you want to see what Bathurst looks like from his POV. You don't know. You don't want to know where I learnt POV from. Kept coming up on the orange YouTube, and I was like, "What's POV?" So Stu BS then just cruising. Look at him, cruising, one-handed driving, my friends. He's got a can of Carlsberg in the other. Oh no, a can of Castlemaine 4X in one hand. Tenants. I don't know, what do they drink down there now? Used to be Australians don't give a Castlemaine 4X for anything else. Everything I know about Australia I learned from Neighbours and Home and Away. So yes. They like to say dang. Dang. And Nifty saying great cars for this track. They're going around lovely and smooth, aren't they? It is nice sitting on board with the Stu BS at the moment. It is going absolutely cruising. Doesn't look like he's having any issues with the car at all. She's being very well behaved, planted, some would say, in the corners. And nicely on the brakes, just closing her down. Yeah, that's that car is solid, ladies and gents. Even likes to drip it out for a bit of grass. Drops her on the grass once in a while, and she doesn't play up. So that's the way our boy Stubbs gets around, ladies and gents, in smooth, precise fashion. Brian Moncani at the moment still in the 16s, and I'm still wondering if he's playing a fuel game here, or if it's just pace. He just cannot reach the pace of Stu BS. He did a 15.6. So he has got it in the 15s, but the last couple of laps he's dropped it down. He's even in the latter 16s, and I'm wondering, even though the soft tyres not so worn, are they starting to affect our man Brian? Matty Alder, he's flying at the moment, 16.0, and he's trying to gain ground from what he lost earlier. Mika he's still ahead of Method, even on those soft tyres, not able to close in on our boy Mika. Mika is driving on another level at the moment. And you've got to take your hat off to him. He's doing a super job. He could even be a threat for the Stubbs and the Monk at this rate. Oh no, Brian's picked himself up a penalty. And that is handing even more of a lead, ladies and gentlemen, to our boy St. Ubbs. And it's the Method and Mika battle, which is fascinating at the moment, with Method slowly but surely closing in on those soft tyres. But Method might be trying to drive a little delicater. He might be trying to drive a little lighter to make those soft tyres last a while now. We're on lap 8 of 22, not even halfway. Method's already used the hard tyre, so he's only got the medium tyre to use for the rest of the race. So he wouldn't... Yeah, he doesn't really... Mika, look at him. He bounced off of that curb in front of us, slid over to the other side of the road. Mika really is sliding his Genesis around there. It's beautiful to see. Mika really is in tune with his car at the moment, isn't he? He's doing a beautiful job. It has to be said. Unbelievable. So we're on board with Method at the moment. He twitches. This is what you'll see with his beautiful commentary. Does he talk over it? I think he does. I haven't got Twitch. But... So Method then is hunting down Mika at the moment. Mika doing an absolutely banging job on a less grippier tyre. Mika, when they both pitted at the end of lap 4, Mika went for the medium tyre. Method went for the soft tyre. I don't think either of them are fueled at all. I think it was just a straight swap of tyres. And in the corners you can see that the Method is slowly closing in with that grip advantage, but not able to really put the pressure on Mika that I think he was hoping to be able to do. And so far Mika has been flawless, apart from the one small late break in the first corner, second corner, and he already had a brush with a barrier. Method got by, but at the moment it is even Stevens between Method and Mika, with Method being on the soft tyre and Mika being on the the medium tyre. So great driving from Mika, it has to be said. Matty Alder, this feels like something's coming, doesn't it? I just pulled away, but I think Method's picked himself up a bit of a toe. He's going to have good grip through here. This is where Mika made the mistake before, but he's not going to make the same mistake again. But yeah, coming up there, you think Method's got the grip advantage. You think he'd be pushing on. He'd be getting persuasive towards Mika now, trying to persuade his way past. A little gentle negotiation up the inside of the German. But at the moment, Method's stuck in position. And all he can do is stare at the back of the Genesai as Mika does his thing. And he does his thing well. Beautiful driving. I'm praising Mika a lot. It's crazy, I know, but he's doing a fantastic job. What can you say? Credit where credit is due. I know Brian and Stubbs, Matty Alder are absolutely flying in the front, but Mika on a set of medium tyres is really impressing me against Method. And Method, I can tell you, is no slowpoke. He's no slow coach. There's actually someone with a slowpoke username. I can't really say slowpoke, but he's no slow coach. He's a speedy boy. Stubbs coming in then. This is big. Brian Moncani staying out. Big news there. Matty Alder not quite there yet. So Stu BS deciding to take those soft tyres out of commission. He's had enough of them. And what's he going to go to? The hard tyre? I think he'll go the hard tyre. I think he'll go the hard tyre, no fuel. Try and go light with that tyre for 3 laps and then finish the race on the mediums. Not quite halfway. He has gone hard tyre, ladies and gentlemen. He has gone hard tyre. And Matty Alder also making his way into a tricky pit entry, it has to be said. I've binned it in the wall more than one occasion trying to get into this pit lane, and that's Mika and Method going through. Mika under pressure from Method. Method now livening up, starting to turn up the pressure cooker. He's got it up to 11 now, and he really is starting to persuade his way into Mika's life. Stu BS then out on the hard tyres. 3 laps of pain with no grip around the mountain is something else. And Nifty saying well called pit stop, put me down as impressed. It's just I had a 50-50 chance in it. I just thought it's just because I think you'd want a lighter car, wouldn't you? But I don't know if they're going to need fuel. We're halfway, and they don't look like they're going to put fuel in. So he could have left it for the last 3 laps. But you don't want to really be on the last 3 laps trying to defend anything on a hard set of tyres. You want something with a bit more grip. That's what I was thinking. I would never want to put myself on the hard tyre at the end of the race. I just feel that you'd want something to fight with at the end. Mika on those mediums, like Method, he's going to go on to the medium tyre later, and Mika's going to go on to the softs, and then that's going to be good stuff for Mika at the end of the race, especially as he may come across our boys Stubbs and the Monk, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Now, this is great because the pace, it's been mid-16s, mid to late 16s for Mika on those medium tyres. Method now is really starting to liven up on the soft tyre. He's starting to get that grip sensation, and he's on his way to causing Mika a bit of heartache and headache. Stu BS then, he's on the hard tyre. And now Brian Moncani has decided to do away with the soft, and yeah, now this is a tough one, because will he want to go different from the Stu BS to mix it up, because he's been stuck behind Stu BS for a long time now as Moncani, so he might want to mix this one up and try and go mediums to go on the attack, and because he needs to race Stubbs. Stubbs is getting it all his own way. No one's raced him. He's doing his pace. He's racing his race, and it really needs dicing up. No, he's gone on hards. It's the status quo. And I would have been tempted to go mediums and try and put some pressure on Stubbs there, because he's getting it all his own way at the moment, and a little bit of racing slows you down no end. So Mika then in third. He's under pressure now from Method. Method has slowly but surely been closing in on our boy Mika, and Mika has been doing a fine job with the medium tyre right now. Matty Alder, he went in, he's put mediums on, he's saving the hard tyre for the very end, but his race was was absolutely blown away very early doors, and he is just trying to claw back a couple of positions here if he can. YT started on the hard tyre, he's gone to the soft tyre, he's still running on the soft tyre, and we are halfway. And the other big question is, how long would the medium last? How can you get the medium to last? There we've got GS Myth, I think lap 5 was it? He went from hard tyre to the medium tyres. So far it's been, well, not really, it's not done a half a race, and it's already showing a bit of red. And you know, as soon as they get to about halfway, it starts increasing the burn on these tyres. Mika at the moment then on the mediums, looking after him nicely. The softs are starting to show a bit of wear for Method now. 17.7 last time around, lost a bit of time that lap, and so did Mika. See, these two starting to race each other and lose time for it. Matti Alder, that is his hope. That is his hope, that these two race each other towards himself for a chance at a podium. Brian Moncani, I say he'd take the fight to Stu BS, but there's no need. He's second in the championship, and the person he's fighting is in fourth. Second place is fine for Brian Moncani. There's no reason to go on the attack with his teammate ahead. And Stubbs then looking very good for the win, even just over halfway. It does look like it's going to take a lot for someone to knock Stubbs off of that top spot. And Brian Moncani, the Belgian, in second. We've got Mika under fire. Ladies and gentlemen, Method now lining him up and waiting to do the deed. So we've just started the lap. We've got through first corner up the straight, getting a small toe as we go up. God, I never remember the corners. Oh, Mika tries to defend, and Method sold a bit of a dummy. Mika lay on those brakes again. He's heading towards the barrier. The move has been made. The move has been made, and I don't think Mika did touch the barrier there, but he did go a little wide trying to defend that one. He moved over. I've gone back. So that's where he tries to defend the inside of the corner. Method said, I care not, I'll go around. And then Mika late breaks it, but he stays away from the barrier. And Method, sold the dummy, comes up the inside, gets the position, and says, see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. And that's Method up and into third, Mika down and fourth, but Mika still to use the soft tyre, and Method at the moment is getting through a nice set of soft tyres. Matti Alder in fifth, he's on the medium tyre, and trying to save a race, ladies and gentlemen. The myth, the legend, is in sixth ahead of YT, and Stu BS is just owning it. And Nifty saying great racing skill and patience. It was nice, wasn't it? And Nifty saying from the both of them, it was good stuff, I've got to say. I think if I changed my gender, I would have creamed. So Stu BS then leads the way with the Monk in second, and I can't help but feel that the Monk he's settling. I think he's settling. Oh, Stu BS then, he's done his 3 laps. I haven't kept count. Good on me. So that's Stu BS. He's done his 3 laps. Brian Moncani's got 1 more lap if he does. But Brian Moncani, we have seen famously taking his harder tyre later and longer into the race. He likes a fresher set of tyres at the end. So I think he may keep his hards in there for a bit longer. But Stu BS then does make the pit stop, and this I think is the first time he's lost the lead. Did he? Even his first pit stop he got out. No, he mustn't have done. He must have gone behind the Monk. So Brian Moncani then, for the second time today, leading the race. And will he pit at the end of this one for his medium set? Yeah, they're both going to use the medium set for the end. Method now in third, and the softs still going well for him. Mika and the mediums are absolutely perfect. And they're not that far away from Stu BS, who's on a set of cold mediums. So his first lap time is not going to be optimal, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be on the top level that he could put out there. And it looks like, yeah, he's not bothered with fuel. So the fuel tank's not an issue. Not an issue around the Bathurst. I thought with the two very long straights, the fuel may have become a small issue by the end, but it looks like the Genesis has got a big old fuel tank on it. Huge fuel tank. Matty in fifth. He's just on the mission of saving something. Saving anything out of this race. He had a poor start. And GS Myth, they're ahead of YT. And the Myth, the legend, he must be happy to have some of the guys back, because poor gets smurfed. He's had to have a couple of rounds of lonely races around the rear derriere, and now YT's joined him. And it is wholesome to see. And I'm not saying they're slow, because they could both beat me. So it's not me saying, oh, they're slow, so it's nice to have company. But I would be behind them. It's just the field got quite thin, and the Myth was the only guy, it seemed, in his area. So YT, the Monk is coming in. So Stubius, that is close from Method and Mika. It is time to start getting excited, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't just all a one-way race. Brian Moncani is going to come out behind Method and Mika. So Method and Mika did do enough early in the race to gain, and they've used their hard tyres, as has Brian Moncani, as has Stu BS. Stu BS is on his, was he on his final tyre, isn't he? He's on his final tyre, the medium. Method, these guys have still got pit stops, haven't they? Yes, sorry, I got excited, but no. And Method goes for the move on Stu BS. Method goes for the lead. The championship leader is racing in the lead of the race. But it is a false dawn, ladies and gentlemen. He still has the medium set of tyres to use. And Mika as well, go for a move on Stu BS. And Stu BS slowly getting into the medium tyres, but racing clever. He's made all his stops. He's used all his tyres. This is his run to the flag. He doesn't need to worry about those two little whippets ahead of him, because they've still got to visit the pits. They've still got to go in and use another set of tyres, where Stu BS is on his tyre that he's on, but he doesn't need them getting them in his way. He could do without this. He could do definitely without this, with Brian Moncani coming in from the rear derriere, and Stu BS now letting them through and maybe regretting it, because they could be a hindrance for him. Where is the Monk? Bring on the Monk. Brian Moncani then chasing down Stu BS, both of them on the medium tyres, running to the flag. Mika and Method with another pit stop to make. Method and Mika having an absolutely glorious battle around the mountain here at Mount Panorama. There is drama, yes sirree, as Mika and Freak go at it. Method's tyres are starting to get a little bit torn and worn, and Mika goes for an outside move, and you can, it was nearly glorious. It was so nearly blooming glorious. Poor Mika. I was just about to explode. And Mika brings it in. He's decided that's it. He's asking a lot from the soft tyre. He's asking a lot, ladies and gents, from the soft tyre. As Method, you can see with Method, he's already through his, and he must have done 11. He's done 11 laps on it, so it can do the distance. But Mika. Do you know what? I'm going to go back. I'm sorry, I'm going to go back. It's a lot, I know, but it was so glorious for a moment there. It went from glory to just absolutely he just squeezes it in there. There's no room around. Late on the brakes, makes the apex, and just not slow enough though to make the corner. What a shame for Mika, and he does get out of the way, in all fairness. Great stuff. And then decides, no, pits. Oh, poor Mika. So Method now back in the lead, the championship leader, leading the race, but needing a pit stop to make, and Stu BS chasing him down. Meanwhile, Brian Moncani then gains the position back to third from Mika, as Mika goes in to change those medium tyres. And Matti Alder, is he on his last set? No, he's still got a hard set of tyres to use. So May still has his hard tyres. Let's not get carried away. But Mika at a standstill now. This will feel like an eternity for him as they release him back on track with soft tyres. Soft tyre took a while to change there. Soft tyres for Mika, and Matti Alder has still got his pit stop to make for hard tyres. Brian Moncani is all stopped out. He's on his way to the end. GS Smith is in. This must be for his final tyres. I'm sure he started on the hards. He's put the mediums on. So this must be for his final tyre of the race. YT started on the hard, soft. Yeah, he must be running to the end now. So he has got himself ahead of the myth. Mika running to the end on a set of soft tyres. Matti Alder there still with a stop, and he's had a nudge with a barrier. And Brian Moncani then, can he close in on Stu BS, St. Ubs? And Method still with a stop to make and to put the medium tyre on with 7 laps to go. The medium tyre will easily make it. I think I got a bit excited. I think the soft tyre will make it as well. So Mika could be quite dangerous. Come the end of this, he had good pace with the medium tyre, and is he away? He's not that much of a way behind the Monk and Stu BS, but Stu BS absolutely no issues today. No one's raced him, no one's pressured him. He has had a great run for himself here. No issues, no stress. This one is you take these ones all day long, I imagine. With Method, championship leader, he's got to think about the points as well. He's been skirmishing with Mika at the moment. Brian Moncani getting an easy run to second place, and Method really needs to find a way past Mika. He wants to finish just behind the Monk because he doesn't want the Monk scoring too many points. There's only 2 points dividing them, and there's Mika's on 175 points. Don't forget, he's only 13 points behind the Monk, and 15 points behind Freak. So it's not huge, but with 2 rounds to go, it's everything. It is everything, really. Points are prizes. So the Monk then, keeping it clean, keeping it smooth around the mountain. Chasing down his teammate Stu BS, but Stu BS finishing ahead of the Monk. It's not going to worry him too much. I'm sure he could lose points to the Stu BS. Stubby, 4th in the championship on 172 points. So he's got some ground to make up. And like I said, only 2 more rounds after this round. The chance of scoring points is starting to get slender. And with an average, oh my God, I just spilt my drink down me. With an average of like 8 people showing up, it's not much opportunity. The full lobbies is what makes the points. If you can get a couple of people between you and your competitor, that is really what makes the changes in the championships. Oh, Brian Moncani, what has he done? Oh my Lord. That came from nothing. It came from absolutely nothing. And Matti Alder, remember, still with a pit stop to make, 3 laps from the end. But Brian Moncani, that is not how you win a championship. Stu BS in second. Was it a lapse of concentration? It just seemed to come from nothing. Or was he just pushing on to try and catch up with Stubbs? Method yet to make that final pit stop, and he is leaving it as late as he possibly can. His tyre is looking marginal though, and he fancies another lap around the mountain on an old set of soft tyres. Stu BS running to the flag, and his job's been made a lot easier because the Monk decided to 360 it in Forest Elbow, was it? It is a tricky corner. That is a tricky corner. If you're going too fast, you can't break the speed because your car's already at a tilt, because it's kind of kinks in And I always like to leave or maybe even dab the brake a little as you go in the kink, because you're changing the gravity of your car. So as you're coming down to the tighter part and you put on your brakes, if your car's still got that momentum of the kink, then the back end will always come out. So sometimes you're better off. Not Brian Moncani, he's a pro sim racer. I'm not telling him that. I'm telling it for the uneducated out there, if there is any. Yeah, sometimes you got to lift off before the kink. You got to just. It can easily do it. It can easily. All I'm saying is, it can easily happen. What happened to the Monk there? It is a part of the track where that is an easy thing to do. So Method coming through. We'll sit on board. We'll see. I'll show you. So we're entering into, I think, the S's, whatever they're called. Now you're braking here, touching that curb, and then you've got to brake even more to come around this type area here, and then you're just sort of building up your pace, and this is it. You're really wanting to floor it, but this is the kink. You go in here, and then you want to brake, and if you're still slightly turning as you brake, then you'll find your back end will come around on you. So, but Method getting through there, absolutely perfect. The Stubia, look at me, I'm educational. I'm opening up everything. The Stubias and all of the pro sim racers are out there watching, saying he is talking absolutely BS. He does not know what he's talking about. That weight transfer is a killer, says Nifty. There you go, weight transfer. See, I don't know what I'm talking about, because it is weight transfer. And I just said when you've got that swing going on. So I was, you get half a nugget with me. Stubius then in second place. He's waiting for Method, and Method now coming into the pits, and this is the big moment. This is the moment with Mika coming around. He's sliding the rear derriere of his Genesis, and Mika is leaving nothing on the table. He is going in for the kill, ladies and gentlemen, and his race has been absolutely tooth and nail with the Method all the way through this race, and here it comes, the payoff for Mika. He's ahead. He's the fastest man on track. He is leaving nothing to chance, ladies and gentlemen. Mika is on a loaded gun. Go, my son. Method comes out of the pits on a set of medium tyres, chasing down Mika. There is a gap. There is gappage, and Method must be absolutely broken inside from seeing the big gap that Mika has managed since pitting and going to the soft tyres to build up on Method. Method must have thought they were going to be closer. He was on a absolute hope there, but Mika has owned the Bathurst, the king of the mountain, ladies and gentlemen. And Brian the Monk there in third place, and can Mika cause upset here still? The Monk might not be safe here, and Mika could do Method a huge favour. He could do him a huge favour here with an overtake on the Monk for second place in the race, as Matti Alder still has to make another stop for a set of hard tyres. And Nifty saying it's going to be a great finish here, and at the moment Matti Alder is holding on to that second, but he's got to stop to put hard tyres on, and Mika is in the presence. He is present, ladies and gentlemen. He is going in for the kill. He is doing it for the thrill. So won't you take a hold of his hand? However the song goes. Now I can't not hear it in my head. But Mika then, he is really a lot of praise. I mean, Stubius has driven an absolutely amazing race, but he has not been pressured. He's not been really raced too hard. A little bit when he came out the pits with Mika and Method, but you know, he's had a nice smooth run. No mistakes, which is exactly what you need. It is a race of a champion. It's a champion's drive. Exactly. But Mika has deserved their praise, because the medium tyres, under the pressure of the Method, the two small offs, because he's racing on the very edge of edges, and purples as he makes his way around, and now he's going to attack what could be second place in this race. 3 laps remaining around the mountain, and Mika is lit. He is cooking. He's got the Carla gas out, ladies and gentlemen. He's next to the caravan and he is stoking the flames because he is cooking a banger for us. Come on, Mika. The Moncani, though, cool as a cucumber, always. Never, well, we saw him have a spin, but never falters. Never, he doesn't make mistakes, usually. So it's going to be a tough cookie to crack. He's going to be a tough one. And Mika, I think we've seen the Belgium-German off before. And again, we are going to get treated to another clash of the Titans, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and enjoy as Mika closes in on the Monk. The Monk on the medium tyres, remember. Mika opting for no toe. No toe for the Mika. He comes in late. He didn't want the toe early. Clever thinking. He didn't want to get past the Monk earlier up and give the toe back. So Mika driving very sensible there, taking half the straight without a toe. Ooh, a little squirreling through the chase as they come down to, is it Hell's Corner? Or Murray's? I can't remember. I think first corner's Hell's Corner. I think that one's Murray's Corner. I learned them all for commentary. I did, honestly. And Mika again gets another fastest lap as Matty Alder goes into the pits for a set of hard tyres. And I tell thee though, Brian Moncani, he could back Mika into Method at this rate. How's Method doing? Where is Method? Oh my. 14.9 for Mika at the moment. He is slinging Genesis, ladies and gentlemen, but is he killing his tyres softly with his turning? The Monk under pressure now. Second place looked like it was a guarantee. We did say Mika and Method were busy behind, trying to gain on the Monk and the Stu S. Stu S has flown the coupe. He has gone. He has he's just left. He's on to round 9 now. Brian Moncani with his hands full with that pesky German again. He's come from the shadows, ladies and gentlemen. Mika has grown this season, I must say. He made an appearance in League 5 last season, had some good midfield battles. And as this season has continued, we have seen him grow and grow. And again, going on the attack against the mighty Brian Moncani is Mika, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fight of the ages, but Mika just cannot. He can try and get a side draft. Is there a bit of a side draft there? He can't get behind for the toe, though. And Brian Moncani making it awkward for our boy Mika there. Mika staying to the inside, slowing the car down, doesn't want to cause any effect to the Moncani's drive, and there we go, they both get through absolutely on a knife's edge as Mika again looking around the outside on the Monk, and he's best off just waiting. He is on the softer tyre, remember, the faster tyre, and Mika he should wait until after the first corner and try and get him up and into that second turn. And again he's having another look on the Monk, and the Monk's gone wide, and now Mika's pulled the trigger up the inside, and now he's going to give a tow away to the Bry. And Brian Moncani knows his racing. Lap 21, and I am kind of concerned because Mika's fuel is flashing. Brian's is not. Stubbs' is. Okay, it's okay. Phew. And so Mika then getting around that first corner, giving Brian Moncada. Whoa. Jesus. But Brian's gone late break. Oh, let me go back. Sorry, guys. 10 seconds. So, Mika getting through after the turn, giving the toe away. Brian Moncada fancies it, but I think the toe may have caught him out there. And on the dirty part of the track, he's found there's no grip. And he's had to go around the wall of death. And Mika then up into second. Unbelievable drive from the German. Great stuff. Brian Moncada being caught. He did have that spin. I think without that spin, although without the spin, Mika on the soft tyre near the end has given him some great guns, really. And Brian Moncada, on the medium tyre, he's got nothing in his arsenal, has he? He's got nothing to pay him back with. Method too far behind to cause a problem, I think, as we're on the penultimate lap. And Brian Method then. So Mika's done him a huge favour, but Mika, he's going to put himself into a bit of a play as well, isn't he, in the championship? This is very interesting. Stu BS as well, scoring maximum points against Method. And Stu BS, we said, is down on 172 points to Method's 190. So that's 18 points. There's still a good points haul from first to fourth. I think they get 20 points for the win. 18 points for second, 16 points for third, maybe 15 points there for Method. So he's pulled 5 points out, but there is only 2 rounds to go. Mika, at the moment, be very careful. Mika is just driving beyond the realms of what is fathomable by the programmers. He really is pushing his Genesis to the edge of the edge and beyond. Stu BS then starts his final lap, and it has, like I have previously said in this race, it has been a champion's drive. From the start to the flag, he has put nothing wrong. Started on pole, has led apart from the times he's pitted, and it's been flawless. It's a flawless drive. Unbelievable drive from Stu BS. The guys in League 3 should fear him. There's a few they should fear. Mika being one of them. The Monk, the Method, Matty Alder when he doesn't make a lap 1 mistake. YT and the Myth, the Legend. We missed the Myth and the Legend's YT's race. YT finishing on the mediums and the Myth on the softs, but unable to go and attack YT. Stu BS then making his way through the wiggly bits one final time. Yeah, I learned a lot of the corners, but I don't know. When I heard myself saying, oh, he's going into Surtees and he's going through Graham Hill Bend and down towards Forest Elb, it sounded pretentious. Sounded like I was like, no, did you know? In 1932, they laid an inch of tarmac around turn 2 to widen the corner by 6 millimeters. This was done. I just, I like to pretend. I like it when I don't sound like I know what I'm talking about, because then you all feel a little bit more superior, and it makes your days better. Trust. So, Stu BS, and it gives you something to argue with. You say you're full thingy, you don't know what you're talking about. So Stu BS then comes around to the final corner, Murray's, I think, and wins the race. Beautiful stuff from Stu BS. Well done, my friend. Great drive. Mika then, what a drive as well. Unbelievable. A champion's drive through the pack. Took on the Freak Method and took on the Monk, and he defeated both. Great drive from Mika. Super stuff. Brian Moncada then just ahead of Method. Was it a fuel problem? No. But Method very close to the Monk. And Matty Alder, he did pull that back. That's not bad, is it? He wasn't too far behind from the woes he had earlier in the race. So Matty Alder going across the line and getting himself fifth, with YT on his way. And GS Myth there. Them two were having a good battle at some point, but it seems it's gapped out a little bit. It has gaped somewhat. So YT bringing it on home. for 6th spot, and that will put him ahead of Double A Gone, I believe. It should do. Oh no, it won't. He's quite a few points behind Ron. He's only done a few rounds though, in all fairness, but YT there adding more points to his deficit. And now GS Myth, the legend, bringing it on home in 7th spot, gets smurfed. Another great drive and a beautiful looking car, the best livery. It's on the grid, it has to be said, and that is the Myth, bringing it on home for 22 grueling laps of Mount Panorama. And what a load of drama. Fantastic stuff. So a great drive there from Stu BS, a champion's drive to take all. The pole, not the fastest lap though, and the win. Mika fought his way through. He qualified 4th. So what a drive from the German Mika. Well done, great drive, superb. Brian Moncani rounds out that podium in 3rd, and it's just about the points game, scoring more than Method, and now he's 1 point closer to the Method. Well, I think 1 point closer to the Method. And in the chat, sorry, I missed a couple. No, Nifty saying, keep it real, keep it thingy. That's it. Scrappy, that's what I like. Scrappy was always my favourite character from Scooby-Doo and Velma. Brian Moncani then in 3rd, with Method in 4th. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be continued. That story will be continued between Brian and Method. They better not leave me for League 3 again, because I need to keep a close monitor for the next 2 rounds on what's going on between Method and the Monk. And Matty Alder, unfortunate early race, put him on the back foot, but he wasn't that far in the end there. He was a threat for 5th place, with YT in 6th, and the Myth, the legend, coming home in 7th. Thank you for joining me. Now, I am trying to organise myself. I am trying to organise all of my replays, and I believe the next one will come up is another Ultimate Racing League 1, the Integra Deltas. I'm excited about that as well, so keep an eye out for that. And then I think I'm going to try and get a little mini action in before the end of the evening, so keep an eye close to the channel, because they're coming thick and fast, ladies and gentlemen. They are coming thick and fast. That's what she said. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for Nifty. Thanks for chats. And during the F1 as well, so bless you. I'm going to look forward to that race very shortly. And I'll see you all again on the other side when I'll be laughing about Lando, I'm sure. Nifty saying, great racing, great show. Thank you, Thingy. Tooroo. Hey. And that was that. That was round 8. And we are coming very close to the end of this season, and it's a big showdown between Method and the Monk. Tooroo, peace and love. Peace and love.